Hi, third grade. This is math for Tuesday the 21st. I just want to quickly review the terms that we've gone over, and we're going to discuss a little math project. You're going to need some colored pencils or crayons or markers, whatever you have handy, and you're going to do this activity in your notebook when we're done, okay? So, first things first. Yesterday we talked about fractions, and we talked about a fraction is a way to represent a whole broken up into parts, right? If you fracture your bone, it's one bone that's been broken up into little pieces, and a fraction represents pieces of a whole. They have to be equal pieces. And we talked about the numerator and the denominator, right? The numerator is on top, and it's the number that tells us, represents the figure that's shown, the fraction of what's shown. And then we have the denominator, the d goes down underneath, and that's the whole number of equal parts. But I wonder, something that always confused me, I want to go over with you. So here is a rectangle divided up in, we're going to say equal parts. I know my drawing isn't perfect. And we can see easily these are equal parts because they're drawn all the same. But what happens if I keep these two bars and I erase one and I draw it like this instead? Okay. Are these still equal parts? Well, yes, my drawing is not perfect, but for the most part, yes, these are equal parts still, even though they're not all drawn the same way. So when you're trying to determine if shapes have equal parts or don't, remember that they can be arranged in different ways. It just matters if they're divided equally or not. Keep that in mind, okay? So for your project, I have here, oh, I just lost my page because I pulled my paper out. Here we go. Okay. This is the flag of Nigeria. The flag of Nigeria is pretty simple, and I'm just going to read to you a little bit about it. The flag of Nigeria in Africa is made up of 3 equal parts, or thirds. There is one row of 3 vertical bands. The left band is green, the middle band is white, and the right band is green. Adopted by Nigeria in 1960, the flag was designed for a competition in 1959 by a student. The green bands stand for Nigeria's agriculture, and the white band stands for peace and unity. Okay? So your challenge is to come up with a flag that represents our class, or if you don't want to do our class, you could do St. Mark's School. You're going to decide the colors, you're going to decide what the colors stand for, and you're going to write a description, kind of like what I just read to you about Nigeria's flag. So 2 steps. You're going to make the flag, and you're going to write a description about what the colors represent and why you chose different things, representing either our class, 3rd grade, or St. Mark, okay? The trick is your design does need to have equal parts, okay? So let's say you decide to do 4 bands, or you decide to do cubes. Whatever you decide has to be equal parts, because I would like you to tell me how many parts your flag has. For example, let's just say my flag has 4 equal parts. I chose blue for one part, green for another part, red for another part, and yellow for another part. The blue stands for sky, the green stands for trees, the red and yellow stand for colors of flowers. Okay, that's just an example. So whatever you choose to do, I want you to tell me how many equal parts you have, what the colors represent. Even, I don't know, if you come up with a cool detail, tell me what it represents. And keep in mind that we're trying to represent our class or St. Mark. Okay, so that's your assignment. You're going to work on that on your own in your math notebook. And I would love for you to share these with me on our Friday Zoom class. So when I say on Zoom, hey, bring your math notebook with your flag project, I'm talking about this project. So do a good job so you can share it with us, okay? Great. I'll see you next time.